With the Singular, you have a full experience. When you are inside the park, you only have a nature experience. When you are at the Singular, you have a nature and a cultural experience.
Well, in Singular we have lots of activity to do, not only trek. We have speedboats to go to the glacier, to sailing for the fjords in the Patagonia is one of the most spectacular things we can do here. We can do kayak, we can try kayaking, we can try horseback riding, we can watch some condors flying around you, we can go biking to Puerto Natales, we can get into caves and try to find some animals lost in the middle of the jungle. We can go to Estancia, private access to Sierra Baguale, is a very secret and unexplored place. We have a lot of things to do, so we have fly fishing also. It's a special place to do fly fishing, and we are the only that have everything for you. I think one of the most spectacular is sailing in the fjords, going to the glacier and look that deep blue ice in front of you. I think that is the best things to do.
Another element that I would like to add is the fact that, for instance, Torres del Paine National Park, which Patagonia is well known for, has an area of 500,000 acres. We cover 10 times more that territory. And not only that, we go to the park every day, which is the most beautiful park on earth, that I would say. But we also cover area that is private. So that means that only our guests have access to those places. We go to places where you will find fossils that are just that only they will go. We go to a fjord where only our guests will have the access to that. So it does provide more of a luxury and added value to the experience.
I don't think that anyone will ever have better food. The passion, the chef, the ability that most of our food is farm to table. The wines are very, very select. The food is absolutely, I think, the best in all of Chile. And I mean it, no one will have better food. It's fantastic.
This property is a national historical place, so it's a landmark. So I think that the job the architect and the interior designers did was amazing, because you couldn't touch any of the walls from this property when they were doing the hotel. They based everything on post-Victorian type of decoration. That's what they wanted to do. And there is a particular company that replicates that type of furniture in the world. And that's the one where they went to and brought all of this.
Wow.
And also, what's important to bring up is that we're sitting here in an area that is what used to be the refrigeration plant. But what's to me most extraordinary is that instead of gutting the place out, they left all of the machinery intact. So you have one of the few standing examples of the history of refrigeration intact. So when your clients stay here, there isn't a moment that you forget how difficult and daunting it must have been for Europeans to settle in a place like Patagonia, which is like the end of the world. And so you are connected. You're sitting in luxury, yet you are every moment, you're learning about history, you're learning about the machinery, you're learning about life in Patagonia, and you're connected to it at all times. And you leave really understanding a part of the world that you never ever would have imagined.
Chile is first of all, it's a land of contrast. You could be in the driest desert from the world one day, and in 4 days more be in this wonderful place such as Patagonia at the end of the world. So it's a country that is offering you a wide variety of different landscapes. We have great properties such as this one, which I believe is really the best hotel in Chile. Not because I'm sitting with my friends, but I've been selling Chile for the past 30 years, and it's really a unique place. We also have the wine that nowadays is so well known everywhere. We export a lot to the United States.
The Singular Santiago will proudly open its doors in May of 2014, and again the concept, like the Singular in Patagonia, where We are immersed in history and culture in a luxury setting. The Singular Santiago will be opening in the La Stadia district, which is a cultural hub. It's a protected site as well. And again, it will incorporate luxury with a wonderful, vibrant destination. So people again will leave with a connection to the people, a connection to the history, a connection to a new life. It's wonderful. How do I describe Atacama, the Atacama Desert, to the American people? And I was told that just tell the Americans it is the moon and Mars draped in turquoise lagoons. And I can't think of anything else that I can possibly describe, a way of doing that. So you go to the desert, and it is very symbolic of silence and beauty and volcanoes. And you stand out in nature there. It is extraordinary. You really leave yourself because you are surrounded by absolute dry physical beauty, and then you come down to Patagonia and suddenly nature is now the ruler, the protagonist, and you are minimized by the enormity of nature, the glaciers, the water, the wind, the seasons. So it's a way of experiencing a country, and I always say that when you leave and you look at your pictures, it is a destination that tattoos itself into your heart's memory. It never, ever, ever leaves you. It's extraordinary.